Thank you. Madam Speaker, end of the day almost now. Just been walking around here. And, I'd like to start saying thank you to my electorate of Mulka and to all those people who have supported me from when I first walked into the Parliament in 2016. And at the last two elections, there were many Yolngu leaders who stood by me. Unfortunately, some who have passed away, but many more who are still standing strong and fighting for our rights, for self-determination and for treaty. There are many Balanda and Yolngu across all the communities who I would like to thank for their support over the last 8 years. My electorate covers Yolngu country, and there are many people, Yolngu and Balanda, who call it home, and everyone is welcome. It is not empty country. It is not boundless possible. If you put on your Yolngu goggles, glasses, it is like Sydney, Melbourne, or even New York City. And I would like everyone who comes onto our country or other Aboriginal land to put glasses on put these glasses on and look at what is going on through their eyes. There are many Yolngu people who I am hearing from now say, I want to be a politician when I grow up. I walked in 8 years ago to say something is wrong and get attention from the government and get help to fix problems we are seeing. Before that, I was a senior lecturer at the CDU. I wanted to teach Balanda about the breadth and depth of Yolngu, our law, language and culture, but about our way and our law is still operating today and we still live by it. I was trying to educate Balanda to understand our way of life, to understand that we were and we are a sovereign people, and our systems and institutions that sustain us from whatever must be kept acknowledged, must be acknowledged and accepted by the Balanda system. Our culture, our law, it is equal to Balanda law. It is equal to Balanda law. And this understanding is crucial if we want to close the gap. And I just want to explain story, you saw me walk with a dilly bag, with the dolmu Mulka batti, we call. That is the law of the land. It holds the law of the land. And it works, and it will work to prove that we are a people of law on the land, and I come in here to work with people with the law, the Balanda law, and try to close that gap so that we can understand each other and work towards a bright future for our children, to clear things up so that we all understand each other, respect one another. We respect Balanda Rom and Yolngo Rom. For most people, when we talk about Balanda, it's saying a language that came a long time ago into like a Hollander, but now we can use anyone from across the world that comes in, and people that live here, non-indigenous, we call Balanda, just for our easy saying in languages. So in case people are wondering about what that is. Our culture, our law, is the equal as Balanda law. So this understanding is crucial if we would like to close the gap. I taught people in Japan and in Germany and in the United States. I wanted to educate people about Yolngu Rom online by Skype from country out here. Culture and law, so we could create two-way solutions to fix some of the problems we were seeing. And then in 2007, when the Northern Territory Emergency Response was rolled out, I was there in Milingimbi, and I saw the army and the police coming in, and we were all saying, what is that? What's going on now? I stood beside the community and helped to interpret what people were saying. I realized that these Balanda had just come to take power away from our community. And we became even more disempowered. I realized that I needed to take the fight to a higher level, and I thought this chamber could be somewhere I could make change for my people. When I first walked in and felt like no one listened to me, and the government in power were just ignoring community voices and my voice. They did many things I did not agree with, but I felt by the end there were some things that were happening that were good. Community courts, law and justice groups talking about refugee camps, and I really wanted to see these things continue. But I am worried about what this government might do. When I first walked in, CLP were only two members, Leah and Gary that time, back in 2016, 17. And they were kind to me. Even if I didn't agree with them on everything, and in the last assembly, this kindness continued, and I hoped assembly, I hope we can continue that kindness and working together and listen to elders and leaders and communities. This morning in the chamber, I sang a song, the Manikai, with clapsticks here, about Wangopini, about the drifting clouds, how they drift away and form to create around from very different areas. They come and join in to work in together, and they form a cloud. And this is one of the song lines that we sing about, and about drifting clouds, about different clans, different clan groups, different people can come together and sing about clouds. So that's why I sang this song, the clouds that come together from all directions across the sky and join and become one cloud, one big cloud. And that is how we should be working. Many different people coming into this chamber to work together and listen and come to agreement, not to sit here and say, we know what is best for you. And that is what I would like to see, and this, for this, is what I would like to see for this 15th assembly. That's what I wanted to share a little bit about working together. I would like to be with the government. I would like to be with the opposition, no matter who they are. I want to point out this, we have issues out there. And I have been voted to come and stand here as a voice for my people. And when governments over the past few years can always say, no, it's all right. We got organizations out there. There's indigenous organizations out there we can work by. When you go out to the community, the people say, no, we voted for a member to represent and be a voice for us. They're in there, in the chamber. That's where he is. You speak to him, and he's got a message for you of how we should live together and work together in harmony so we can make a better pathway for our future and living together in harmony, hopefully, and keeping down the crime, all sorts of funding and resourcing and stuff that we would like to live together. Right now, I am hearing, seeing, feeling, there's a feel right now, not like down south, down here. I start to feel, because of what's happened with crime over the past few years here, some places, some areas, this is just me, are starting to be, I'm sorry, but I've got to say this, there's some companies and some venues, shops and whatever, are starting to feel there are racism in this community now, when it used to be a friendly community where we used to live together. So I would like to see something like how we used to live before when we worked together. So that's all. Thank you. Through Chair.